DPDers, you're not going to believe this. I can't believe this. I have broken so many adapters on trying to get these lug nuts off the damn front wheel. It is crazy. I've never seen such an issue before. So here's one of those adapters. This is a 1/2 inch breaker bar, and so it needs to go from a 1/2 inch down to a 3/8 in order to fit inside of this 21 millimeter. And the reason why I haven't used this 21 millimeter is it's the only one with a thin enough sidewall on it to go through and connect up inside of these special wheels. Okay, these tuner wheels, tuner style wheels. So you have to always find these in order, the thinner wall ones, in order for those to work, and a normal one doesn't. So having said that, this one happens to be a 3/8 fitter. So this is, if you just look at it here, it's supposed to sit on top of that. Well, it's totally come off. it literally twisted off. And that's not the only issue. So I've actually ran to this. This is the third one I've gone through today. So I went ahead and bought a 3/8 breaker bar, and it's not as long as the 1/2 inch. So you use a pipe on the end of it in order to get some more torque on it. And the end of this damn thing broke off. And it broke off inside my 3/8 extension because I got to get enough distance away from the wheel itself in order for me to torque down on it. Otherwise, this is too close. I mean, look, it's inside the wheel, literally. So I gotta extend off of that some, just to come away from the wheel in order to wrench it down, right? So this is broken off inside of this, and you see the piece, it's still in there. So it was like connected like this way. It's connected like that, and that snapped off too. So I gotta go back up to the store. I don't know which way to go. I originally had this piece was a Craftsman piece, so I was at Lowe's replacing that original one. Then that one snapped, so then I decided to go to Home Depot and buy their version of it, and their initial one had snapped. I got another one. This one has snapped. I really don't even know what to do now. I got the breaker bar, the 3/8 breaker bar now snapped. I don't know what options I've got besides taking it into the shop, which I don't want to. It defeats this whole purpose of me doing this, and having them do it and charge me $50 for that just to take the damn wheel off. And then when they take the wheel off, I gotta drive it home because I want to finish the job. So what, am I going to have them finish it? I don't want them to finish it, so charge me a couple $100 for that. So here's the old broken ones in my trash bucket here that I've been buying and replacing, and all these things. But I gotta keep pushing forward in order to finish this job. I'm trying to do these brakes, these front brakes. Alright everyone, so what we're going to do now is we are going to change out the brake pads and the rotor. So basically gotten the wheel taken off here, last bolt here. Take that off here, and roll that around. Now we got to remove these bolts. So what I need to do is hold this rotor in place and not rotate. Then I'm pulling these right off. I'm doing so, and it's far right there. I'll let it come out. I can use this drill. Pull it back off. And this wheel spacer now comes off. So I'll set that aside. So the rotor won't come off obviously until the brake caliper itself comes off. And as we're changing the brake pads in the brake caliper itself, we're going to do these sort of simultaneously. And let's we know which way we're going to lay back up on here. Alright, now we're going to loosen the caliper from the rotor. And we'll need now some of these. There. All it is. Support the caliper with your other hand as you're doing this. Okay. And let's put this here on the pin member. Voila. Take this rotor off and we'll put this on the shelf. Okay, now we get all this cleaned out here. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to put some anti-seize on this rotor area. Alright, so we're going to take this. So the next time we take the rotor off, because it's going to get hot, we're going to be racing. So this area is going to get real hot. So we know we need some anti-seize down the road. Alright. Alright, my gloves are dirty. Now I need to change them out because I'm about to touch the rotor. Okay? So the rotor's in this box here. I'll put on some new gloves. There's a rotor right there. It says L on it for the left-hand side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clean it. Spray it down. And then take our rag. We're going to wipe off any excess grease. Flip it over. Now do the other side. Okay, again, my hands are clean, so I can touch the rotor. So, you see that, put the rotor on. Like that. And again, it says L for the left side. I'm on the left side of the car. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to put some anti-seize on this. It's called anti-seize here, okay? Just like that. Then we're just going to put on a few bolts here. I'll put on a few bolts. Just like that. And that's just going to hold it there for now. Okay? So here we go. Now we're about to work on the brake calipers and replace the pads in them. So let's grab the brake caliper. And what we can do here is set it up here and then pull them out. And they're not in bad shape. They really aren't. The thickness is good. I'm just replacing them with something better. So that's what we're going to do. Replace them with something better. Alright? Right over here. Now again, my hands are dirty. So I'm going to switch these out again. These are the new pads, the DTC-70s. They're freaking amazing. I cannot wait for these to go on. But before we do, we need to go ahead and make sure that we've got this anti-seize on the backs of these too. Okay? So, put them down. And I'm going to put some anti-seize on the back of these. Where the calipers are going to touch the pad. There's 3 calipers on each side, so each pad gets basically a chance at 3 calipers. So I'm going to put this one in, and before I do, I'm going to push in, physically push in these calipers. Make sure they're as flat as possible. Put the calipers on top of each other, it's not going to hurt them. There we go. Okay, there's that side. There's that side. Okay. And they have gone in. All right. So, the gloves are dirty again. Those are in. Let's put the anti-seize on these. This one here. Let's close that up. We are done with the anti-seize. Make sure you don't get any anti-seize on your gloves. Close that one seats in here. Along with the other one. And this should just hang. And it does. It just hangs. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this first bolt in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to then take each one of them out, put some thread locker on. You can already see the blue on here. So they use blue locker. So anytime you see it when you pull a bolt out, you need to go ahead and replace it back in with more thread locker. Okay. Now, let's tighten that up. tightened. Now, what we're going to do is put the rest of the pins in, and we're completed. So we'll just put this in, and this bolt in, and we're done. And that's that. Alright, so the new brake pads and the new rotors are on. I've already done the right side of the wheel. So this completes this process. All I need to do is put the wheel back on and then go and bed in these brake pads onto the rotors. And that's when the fireworks are going to begin. I can't wait.